The Picuris are a historic pueblo located in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains of northern New Mexico, known by their neighbors as Picuria, or those who paint. They are known for their long history of arts, crafts, and pottery, which they continue to this day. They speak to the Picuris dialect of the northern Tiwa language, part of the Kaya-Tanoan language family. The Picuris occupied the landscape between the Pot Creek area to present-day Dixon. At the peak, the Picuris population was over 7,000 people. Picuris served as a trading hub not only between the pueblos, but also amongst Apaches and Plains Indians.
My father was a spiritual leader. He was the cacique of them all. So every time when something will go on, then he would take me to the kiva. And I have seen a lot of that. Songs that they used to have, that they used to sing, spiritual songs, sacred songs. I have seen that. But some, I don't quite remember some of them, how the way they used to go along, what they used to have there, what kind of shrines they had. I don't quite remember too much. I was too small. Just the songs, they come to me. Automatically, I don't know why, but they do. I would be singing those songs to guide me, protect me from any kind of enemies or, still like the way they used to do a long time ago. When the people used to go buffalo hunting, they used to do that. Sing some spiritual songs and sing some buffalo hunting songs. They had songs for everything. For buffalo going hunting, they had songs for that. Deer hunting, they had songs for that. Any kind of game that they would go hunting, they had songs for that. But those songs I really don't know. They're forgotten. They've forgotten them.
There were hard times, there were good times. And the hard times were like during the winter months. We didn't have any insulated boots or insulated pants. We had to go for wood in a horse wagon. So I had a opportunity and that experience to harness a team of horses while my dad was inside in a nice cozy place, sharpening his axe, drinking his coffee, and I was out there in the cold.
They used to tell me this, your grandpa never wore any Levi's shirt, anything like that. Never dressed like that, always in Indian. Wore some chaps and stuff like that, and always dressed in Indian. And a long time ago, I remember this. Most of the elders, they hardly used to dress in like put on a dress, blouse, stuff like that. The elders, they all used to dress in Indian. I remember. Ladies, they always used to have their manta on all the time. But then, looks like from the 50s on, going towards the 60s, it died out. Because the people that used to do that, they're gone, they're deceased, and then nobody carried on.
I think right now where we are as a tribe is we're at the point to where we're finding ourselves. We're not where we need to be. We're not, with these little projects, that's not enough to sustain a government. So, we got to the point with the shutdown that, we could only go maybe 3 or 4 payrolls. And we would have to close the operation, the administration, all the departments, because we couldn't sustain it with unrestricted funds that we have at the Pueblo. Wouldn't sustain all the governments and all the programs. So with that being said, that thought kind of changed my mind and changed the whole council that, we're not doing enough. We're not at the position to where we think we were, to where, we were kind of making progress. And I'm not saying that we haven't made progress, but we're at that point to where if it were to ever happen again, we wouldn't be able to survive. There is drive, there is creativity, which with the younger generation and the becoming more educated and becoming more responsible. I think that's the key word, is being responsible and not being dependent. We tend to have that morale as tribes, like we own this, we do that, that's our right. The federal, the government, it's their trust responsibility that they put us here. It's their trust responsibility to take care of us, provide us health care, provide us all these needs. But at some point, we have to become, hey, you know what, that may never happen. We can't depend on that anymore. And our whole mindset as a pueblo, as a people, we need to come together and work towards that goal, and that's economic development. What can we do? How can we be self-sustainable here? What kind of economic development can we create here that will not only benefit us, but most importantly, benefit our future?
Growth is the 21st century goal of the Picuris, and the youth of the Pueblo are vital. Parents always want to lead their kids in the right direction and teach them that with hard work, anything is possible. But for the Picuris to prosper, they need their youth to understand that without their impact on the community, the Pueblo will struggle. They encourage their youth to go out into the world and make their dreams come true, but never forget where they came from and who they are. They're encouraged to carry on the language and dances and bring the knowledge they learned back to the Pueblo, because without them, there is no future.
I kind of want to go to MIT in Massachusetts. I'm focusing on more engineering. There are opportunities outside of the Pueblo because we are small, and there is a big world, and parents always tell us to the sky's not the limit, to do whatever they pursue. I think that's what they think when they go into college, and they think that they could do anything.
The younger generation is all about technology. If we can find a way to where they can relate and do it the way that stimulates them, I think that's stronger for our future. And education is everything. I mean, that's the one thing that we have to focus on. And without money, we can't have the tools, because money is freedom. Money is power. All the kids, all the elders, that we can come together and create something that we can all be proud of, something that we can all learn from, and something that would benefit not only this generation, but 5 generations down.
My hope for the Picuris people is just to have the people come back and know that this is their home. But there's not a lot of us who know what happens in the Kiva, what happens around, and for the younger people to go in there and know what's happening so they can grow up learning and figuring everything out. So when they grow up, they can keep passing these traditions on.
Maybe I think the youth needs to talk more to the elders and ask more questions. I think that's the big thing, is asking questions. We need to understand and have a better understanding of this place and who we are as a people.
As far as Picuris, I think what makes us unique is that after everything that I said, that we have to live in 3 worlds, that we have to live in, our world, the traditional world, and then the white man's world. And I never really got that until I was in office. I mean, you can interpret it once I tell you that your mind starts to think and you have an understanding, but then you truly don't, unless you get into governor's shoes, unless you get into council, and you're actually responsible for people. You create your own world. You create your own happiness. You create your own successes, and you create your own failures. And we need to be responsible for that. Another thing that we're unique. I think we're not rich. We're not poor, but we're happy. We're a community.
With being Native American, there is a history, a way of thinking, and a way of living, being one with the earth, the water, and the spirits, living as descendants of what was and what will be. a true community.
I guess ocho sumene. Tēnā ta'a mawane ma tawa pa e mo ita, pa mo mapa, me so cho ma chime ai, cho ma meme ai. Pa mo ita, pa mo mapa. Mo se ta'a mechi, tēnā ta'a.